Good morning, children. Today I am here to teach you about rational numbers for class 8 students, Ncert solutions. So the first and foremost exercise we are going to see is exercise 1.1. So the first question is, using the properties, find the question is minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. So this question we are going to use the properties and we are going to find which property we are using. Okay, simplify it by using the properties. So the first and foremost thing we are going to do is just see the denominators, the denominator which is same. Okay, so by seeing the denominators we will be regrouping it. So first take this minus 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. We are taking it once. Again we are taking this 3 by 5 is here. So we are just putting it this left side and taking it with multiplication of 1 by 6. Okay, so this one and this one we are going to regroup it. This 5 by 2 will be placed at the end. Now we are going to see which are the like terms. So the like terms, the common factor we are going to remove it outside the bracket and take this minus 2 by 3 inside it because it's a multiplication, and you just take another 1 by 6 within the brackets, and this 5 by 2 just let it remain in the last. Now 3 by 5 is again here. Now you have to take the LCM of this. So 3 is 2 times, twice of 3 is 6. So 3 2 is 6. So LCM we have to do, denominator we have to make it same. So we are doing this operation here, and then this 5 by 2 remains here. Now solving this we get, so 3 by 5 remains outside. Here when we solve it, minus 4 minus 1 is the greater digit, negative integer will be, negative number will be here, and then you have to plus add this. So minus 4 minus 1 will become minus 5. So you get minus 5 by 6. Here 5 and minus 5 will be, you can cut this, and this 3 and 6 you can cut. These are multiples. So after this you will get minus 1 by 2 plus this 5 by 2. Now this y and this, since the denominator is same, minus 1 plus 5 by 2. So you get 5 minus 1 is 4 by 2. The answer is 2. The required value is 2. So children, if you have any doubts, you have the comment section down. You can just ask me any doubts you have. So the property here we are using here is distributive property, because this thing is distributed now. Okay, we are just distributing it. So they have used the property by distributing distributive property. Okay. Now next is this question, 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7. Just see the denominators. So this 7 and 14. Foot is a multiple of 7. Okay. So just take 2 by 5 is common here. So just take this 2 by 5 outside. Take this minus 3 by 7 because since it's a multiple, it's a multiplication, and then take this 1 by 14. Then you take this 2 by 5 minus 1 by 6, okay, into 3 by 2. Now what we are going to do is take this common 2 by 5 outside and minus 3 by 7 and 1 by 14, just place it in brackets. Okay, again this regrouping thing comes here. This is by regrouping. Now again using the same property as in the above sum, we are going to do it. So now it comes like 2 by 5 minus 6, because we are just going to make this as same denominator. 7 2s are 14. So numerator and denominator we are going to multiply by 2. Okay, to make it 14. So minus 6 plus 1 by 14. Now here you get the answer as, you just place this same. You can just cut this 3 into 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So I have just multiplied it. You can do that way also. So you get this 2 by 5 here, okay, into minus 5 by 14. So just cancel all this multiples, you can just cut, and you get this minus 1 by 7 minus 1 by 4 after cutting everything. Now again minus 1 minus 1 by 4, the denominators are different. Take the LCM. 7 4s are 28, 4 1s are minus 4, 7 minus 7. So minus 4 minus 7 is minus 11 by 28 is your required answer. Now they have asked you to find this additive inverse. So additive inverse is nothing but a plus minus a. So when you add something to the negative of that, you will get the required answer as 0. You should get that. So that is the additive inverse. So for 2 by 8, the additive inverse would be just to change the sign, because if you add this plus and minus, it should be 0. So you just change the sign whatever is given here. For any additive inverse, just change the sign. If it's negative, just changes to positive. So minus of this question, you just write and changes to positive. So if already it's minus and minus, so numerator, denominator, if it's given as minus, just take it as, just cancel this minus and it will become 6 by 5. So the negative of 6 by 5 is minus 6 by 5. So this is the required answer. So if the denominator is negative, what you have to do is, you just write the standard form of that, which is minus 2 by 9. So standard form of 2 by minus 9 is, this negative number goes up. So it becomes minus 2 by 9. So the additive inverse of minus 2 by 9 becomes 2 by 9. Okay. Now 19 by minus 6, the same way you need to do this minus, you just take it up. So it becomes minus 19 by 6. So it is 19 by 6 is the additive inverse. Now the next question is verify. What you have to do is, you need to verify if this number, when multiplied by the negative of it, you get the positive of the number. So what we are going to do is, we are just going to take x as 11 by 15. So just take the negative of that number, which becomes the minus 11 by 15. Again, the question is minus of the negative of that number. So minus of minus 11 by 15 becomes a positive number, which is the positive number which is given in the question. So hence it is verified. So anything negative multiplied to the negative becomes the positive. Hence you get the required solution and hence it's verified. The next question is minus 13 by 17. When this is multiplied by the negative, it becomes positive. So hence anything, both negatives make one positive. So minus of minus x. So minus of 13 by 17 becomes a positive x. So hence this is also verified. Now let's go to the next question. The next question is the multiplicative inverse. So since students you already know the multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal. Okay. So the multiplicative inverse of minus 13 is minus 1 by 13. And of minus 13 by 9 is, just write the reciprocal of that. It becomes, actually it is 1 by minus 13 by 19, which becomes, the 19 goes upwards, minus 19 by 13. Similarly 1 by 5, the reciprocal is 5. So minus 5 by 8 into this one is becomes, just solve this first and then write the reciprocal. Okay. So the answer becomes minus 56 by 15. Similarly, same thing, 2 minus 1 into 2 becomes 2 by 5. So the multiplicative inverse becomes 5 by 2. So here minus 1, the multiplicative inverse is 1 by minus 1, which becomes the minus 1. Okay. So anything, if the minus is in denominator, it becomes to the numerator. Now the next question is, name the property under multiplication. What the property is used here? So here, let us consider minus 4 by 5 as A and 1 as B. Here this B and A. So A into B is equal to B into A, which is the, we know that it's a commutative property. Second question also similarly, A and B becomes B and A, B into A. So it's also a commutative. Now here minus 19 by 29 into the, it's multiplied by the reciprocal and becomes 1. So it's a multiplicative property. So multiplicative property, inverse property. Okay, multiplicative inverse, we know that A into 1 by A is equal to 1. So similarly the same thing is given here, A into the reciprocal is equal to 1. Now the next question comes here. You have to multiply 6 by 13 by reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. Here reciprocal of minus 7 by 16 is 16 by minus 7, which is equal to, standard form is minus 16 by 7. So this is the standard form. Okay. So we have to multiply 6 by 13 into the reciprocal. So it's minus 6 by 7, which becomes, just solve it and becomes minus 96 by 91, which is the required answer. Now next question is, tell what property allows you to compute this. So as you can see, this property is clear within the brackets, A into B into C. This bracket comes in the front. So this is basically the associative property we have learned here. Okay. So now let's go to the next question. The next question is, is 8 by 9 the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 into 1 by 8. So this is a mixed fraction. So we need to solve this mixed fraction to the fraction rational number. So since minus 1 into 1 by 8 is 8 ones are 8 plus 1 minus 9 by 8. Okay. So we get, since the multiplicative inverse of 8 by 9 is 9 by 8 but not minus 9 by 8. So we are getting the answer as minus 9 by 8, but they are asking if if 8 by 9 is the multiplicative inverse of this. But since it's a negative one, it is not a multiplicative inverse. Now 0.3 we know that it is 3 by 10, and 3 1 by 3 is, when we solve it, 3 3 is a 9 plus 1, 10 by 3. So 10 by 3 into 3 by 10 is equal to 1. This is the multiplicative inverse. We know that a into 1 by a is equal to 1. So this is the multiplicative inverse of 0.3. Now the next question is, you can see the question here, the 10th question. The rational numbers that does not have a reciprocal. So 0 is the rational number which does not have a reciprocal. So 0 by anything, it does not have a reciprocal. The rational number that are equal to the reciprocal. So the equal to the reciprocal is 1, because 1 by 1 is equal to 1, and minus 1 means 1 by minus 1 equal to minus 1. So this 1 and minus 1 are the required rational numbers which are equal to the reciprocal. Okay. Now the third question we are going to get is, is the rational number that is equal to its negative. So 0 is the rational number which is equal to its negative. Now let's go to the 11th question. 0 has dash reciprocal. So 0 does not have any reciprocal. It doesn't have any reciprocal. So the numbers minus 1 and 1 are their own reciprocals. So minus 1 and 1 are their own reciprocals. Okay. So minus 1 by minus 1 is equal to 1, and 1 by 1 is also equal to 1. Now the reciprocal of minus 5 is minus 1 by 5. Okay, reciprocal. Fourth question is, reciprocal of 1 by x, where x is not equal to 0, is x. We already know 1 by x, the reciprocal is x, because 1 by x, which is the reciprocal of 1 by x is 1 by 1 by x. So it becomes, the x goes up and becomes x. Next, the product of two rational number is always a rational number. Okay. The last question is, the reciprocal of a positive rational number is always positive. Okay, positive number is always positive. So with this, we have completed the exercise 1.1 of the rational numbers, class 8 NCERT solutions. So in my next video, you'll be able to watch the 1.2 exercise, which has the number lines and rational numbers between two rational numbers, finding how to find those things. I'll be explaining it to you in my next video. Okay, students. So any doubts you can just post in the comment section, and I'll definitely solve all your doubts. Okay. So happy reading and take care. Be safe at home. Thank you.